Everyone froze when the truth hit. Soldier Boy was alive. Samir quickly examined him, trying to understand how he survived such a deadly virus. The answer was shocking. V1 was still in his bloodstream. Samuel pointed out that V1 hadn't existed in circulation since the 1950s. He'd assumed Soldier Boy was long dead, so he never bothered preparing for it. Meanwhile, Homelander discovered something even more unsettling. Despite being Soldier Boy's son, he didn't carry V1 at all. The boys realized they had to locate whatever remained of V1 before Homelander did. Butcher, however, preferred a more aggressive approach: take Homelander out before he could even get close to it. The problem? Homelander hadn't left the tower in days, staying hidden to avoid exposure to the virus. So Butcher devised a plan: lure him out while the others searched for V1. Soldier Boy still felt betrayed, but Homelander tried to defend himself, claiming he had no idea the virus existed. Their search led them to Stan Edgar's home. Zoe immediately attacked, but Edgar stopped her. When questioned about V1, he refused to cooperate, blaming them for Vicky's death. It was Mother's Milk who managed to calm the situation and convince him to let them inside. Inside, they encountered Maverick, the invisible boy. Huey was stunned. This was the man whose father he had killed. But Maverick believed Homelander was responsible, which eased Huey's guilt, at least for the moment. Edgar then revealed the truth. Dr. Vought had erased all records of V1, burying it so deeply that no one believed it still existed. Elsewhere, Zoe secretly met Ryan, urging him to help kill Butcher. Ryan refused, unconvinced, and she stormed off. Moments later, Butcher appeared and told Ryan it was time they had a real conversation. Trying to deal with his guilt, Huey approached Maverick. Maverick offered to help them take down Homelander, but Huey discouraged him, suggesting he let it go. At the same time, Butcher laid out his plan to Ryan. It wasn't easy, but Ryan eventually agreed. His hatred for his father was too strong. Then came trouble. The Seven were already on the move, heading straight for them. After digging through everything they had, the group pinpointed a location where V1 might have been tested, but before they could act, security cameras revealed intruders breaking in. Edgar initially doubted anyone could breach the facility, but after seeing what the Supes were capable of, he wasn't so sure anymore. At that moment, he realized Zoe was missing. She had secretly made her way into Frenchie's bus, where she reunited with her father, who was shocked, believing she had died. They tried to escape, but Frenchie intercepted them. It was Kimiko who convinced him to let them go. Meanwhile, Homelander ordered Maeve to shift all efforts toward recreating the V1 formula. Maverick was recruited and finally given what he had always wanted: purpose. But as soon as he arrived to assist, he was captured and handed over to the Deep. Maverick was furious. The Deep had been one of his father's friends, someone who stood by while his father was killed. That's when the truth finally came out. It wasn't Homelander who killed his father, it was Huey. Back at the facility, the boys managed to break in, but their victory was short-lived. Edgar betrayed them, sealing them inside. Chaos erupted. Annie was overwhelmed in a brutal fight and nearly killed, until Mother's Milk stepped in just in time. Huey, on the other hand, found himself face-to-face with Maverick, who now knew the truth. Consumed by rage, Maverick refused to listen to anything Huey said. The fight turned deadly fast. Just as Maverick was about to finish Huey, another Supe intervened, but Annie arrived in time and killed him. When the dust settled, Huey was still alive. But Maverick wasn't.